just mean that it's no longer 1937. We absolutely wrote a Snow White.
She's not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. Whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew seems to get...
Does Lucy actually look the part? But she's even proven exactly how much she'd love to play.
After the massive backlash Disney has faced, Lucy Hale might just be the perfect replacement for Rachel Zegler in the Snow White disaster. Not only does Lucy actually fit the iconic look, but she has also proven her love for playing Snow White. Fans are calling for Disney to drop Rachel after all the controversy and bring in Lucy Hale. Not just because her appearance is spot on, but because they believe she can embody Snow White's personality far better than Rachel ever could. Disney has been determined to make this remake completely different from the original, starting with its casting choices. Selecting Rachel Zegler, a Latina actress, as Snow White was met with major backlash. Fans argue she doesn't match the classic character's description at all, and, even worse, doesn't seem to respect the role. The Heart of Snow White's story is about love, kindness, and friendship, all while embracing her strength as a ruler. Yet, Disney's controversial direction has left fans furious. Rachel Zegler seems to have completely dismissed what makes Snow White iconic, simply because it doesn't align with her feminist vision. According to her, Snow White shouldn't have a love interest, claiming that romance is outdated and irrelevant to modern audiences, despite the fact that it's a timeless classic that no one has ever taken issue with before. It seems like Disney is pushing a feminist Snow White, but not in a way that respects the fans. Many argue that love is not anti-feminist, and Disney's recent trend of erasing romance from its films is alienating the very audience that grew up cherishing these stories. Then, there's Disney's obsession with casting choices that feel more like forced representation rather than thoughtful storytelling. While diversity in films is important, fans argue that it should make sense within the story's world building instead of being shoehorned into roles with established ethnic origins. Snow White is a German fairy tale from the Brothers Grimm, deeply rooted in German history and folklore. Her name isn't just symbolic, it directly refers to her snow-white skin, an essential part of the character's identity. Changing this fundamental trait for the sake of diversity misses the mark, making Disney's decision to cast a tan actress controversial. While Rachel is undoubtedly a talented singer, her attitude toward the original film and its legacy has been disappointing. Her dismissive comments about the beloved classic have left many fans feeling disrespected, not just for the story, but for the legacy of Snow White itself.
And she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless fair.
Rachel Zegler hasn't just mocked Snow White, she's openly admitted that she never even liked it as a child. In fact, she revealed that she's only seen the movie once and never watched it again because it actually terrified her. Yet, despite her clear disinterest in the original film, she was cast in one of Disney's most iconic roles, a decision that has only fueled controversy. Fans are questioning why someone who doesn't respect the legacy of Snow White was chosen to bring her to life on the big screen.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never. Yeah, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World called Snow White's Scary Adventure. Doesn't sound like something little kids would like. Was terrifying. Never revisited.
Many fans believe that Rachel Zegler is undeserving of the Snow White role, considering there are numerous other actresses who not only look the part, but also have more respect for the character. Fans feel that these actresses would perform just as well, if not better. After all the controversy surrounding both the movie's direction and Rachel's remarks, many are now calling for the movie to be recast. The film has already been delayed multiple times, which means Disney has the power to make changes if they face enough backlash. The first wave of controversy started when the movie was announced, and fans assumed Disney would cast actors with dwarfism to play the Seven Dwarfs. However, Peter Dinklage wasn't happy with this and called out Disney for perpetuating stereotypes, sparking the Yammer hashtag controversy.
They're very proud to cast Latino actors as Snow White.
Yeah.
You're still telling her
Still Snow White, yeah.
Sure. We'll take a step back.
But, so what?
Yes.
Oh,
Story of
okay.
Seven Dwarfs living in a cave what
I was a bit taken aback by how proud they are to cast a Latina actress as Snow White. Sure, it's great to see progress, but then you're still telling the story of Snow White's dwarves. Take a step back and think about what you're doing. It doesn't make sense to me. You're trying to be progressive in one area, but at the same time, you're still sticking to the outdated story of 7 dwarfs living in a cave. What are you really—
There are actors, dwarf actors, that that dream of being a major motion picture, such as Remake. And now, because Peter Dinklage said what he said last year, now
This is why Disney decided to change the look of the dwarfs, even altering their origins. Instead of being traditional dwarfs, they were reimagined as magical forest creatures. Behind the scenes, pictures revealed a very diverse cast, some taller, some shorter, and ethnically varied. However, fans were absolutely appalled by this decision. They felt that the creatures looked out of place and feared that the spirit of the original film would be lost without the classic dwarfs. Many actors with dwarfism voiced their disappointment, criticizing Disney for this choice. They argued that not only did this decision harm the integrity of the movie, but it also took away opportunities for actors with dwarfism who could have been cast in these roles. The backlash was huge, with many fans not just upset with Peter Dinklage, who started the conversation, but also at the overall direction Disney chose. The backlash against the changes to the movie and its direction was so intense that Disney decided to delay the release yet again, pushing it back to 2025 instead of the original 2024 date. This move showed that Disney values its audience's opinions enough to delay a project rather than risk alienating fans. However, the new CGI dwarfs introduced in a recent photo have sparked even more frustration among fans. Many think the CGI dwarfs look worse than the original redesign, with some going as far as calling them horrible. This new backlash could further delay the movie, potentially leaving Disney with enough time to recast and possibly reconsider some of their decisions, like the casting of Rachel Zegler. Given the current fan response to both Zegler and the dwarfs, it's clear that Disney has a serious image problem on its hands. If they don't take action, the film risks being a major box office failure. Disney has a lot of decisions to make if they want this movie to succeed. To salvage the movie's legacy and restore faith with fans, the only logical move would be for Disney to scrap the entire project and start over. This could save the studio money in the long run if they manage to get things right. The fans are now suggesting that Lucy Hale would be the perfect choice to play Snow White. Not only does she look the part, but she has also shown a genuine love for the character. Lucy has been a beloved figure for years, with a dedicated fan base that could bring even more support to the movie if she were cast. Her resemblance to Snow White has already been proven, especially with her past looks on Pretty Little Liars, where she has frequently embodied the Snow White aesthetic. On multiple occasions, Lucy has even dressed up as Snow White, complete with the headband, showing just how much she enjoys the character. Lucy herself has even admitted that she thinks she looks like Snow White, making her a natural fit for the role. Lucy Hale truly embodies the Snow White aesthetic. Fans definitely noticed when she posted a picture of herself captioned, "Dressed up like Snow White today," alongside an apple emoji. The comments section was full of praise, with many fans agreeing that she looked like a real-life Snow White and even suggesting that she would be the perfect person to play the iconic role. "Beautiful, you would make the perfect Snow White," one comment read. This happened long before Disney's Snow White remake was even announced, but it's clear fans always saw Lucy as the perfect fit. In fact, there were even petitions circulating online calling for her to be cast. One petition read, "Lucy Hale seems to be a natural choice to play such an iconic princess since she's an amazing singer and actress." Despite this overwhelming support from fans, Disney chose Rachel Zegler for the role, a decision that has now sparked a lot of controversy for the studio. It's pretty clear that the backlash has caused Disney to regret their choice, especially with the constant delays the movie has faced. It's now only a matter of time before they recast Rachel, and fans are hoping that Lucy Hale will finally get the chance to play the role that she seems born to portray. Lucy is no stranger to playing a princess. Her role in a Cinderella story already proved that she can easily pull off a character like Snow White. Not only is she a talented actress, but her singing ability fits perfectly with the character of Snow White. Do you think Lucy Hale would be the perfect Snow White? Let me know your thoughts below and be sure to check out this other video.